Welcome to the weekend box office for the 23rd of May 2014. We're going to be looking at the US box office results and the Australian box office results. We're going to be looking at the 3-day frame for the US box office and not the 4-day frames since it was Memorial Day over in America. We usually always look at the 3-day frame, so we're going to be looking at the 3 days, Friday to Sunday's box office results. Okay, at number 1, X-Men Return to Style with its new movie Days of Future Past, which opened to $91.4 million, which is the fourth highest opening weekend for this year so far, a bit behind Godzilla and similar superhero movies like Captain America: The Winter Soldier with $95 million, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with $91.6 million. But Days of Future Past did an amazing job. It's very solid opening weekend. It was an improvement over the previous two recent X-Men movies, last year's Wolverine with $53.1 million, which is the lowest so far for the franchise, and First Class with $55.1 million back in 2011. But it was the second highest opening weekend for the franchise. X-Men The Last Stand opened to $102.8 million back in 2006. But even though it was a bit off from The Last Stand, it was still an amazing achievement. And it was a really good movie. You can catch my review and Nick's review on our Facebook page or our website. Number 2 was Godzilla with $31.1 million in its second weekend. Too bad. It's pretty good, considering a new Godzilla was going to be extremely front-loaded in its opening weekend. So it was not bad of a drop. And number 3, new movie Blended, Adam Sandler's new movie with Drew Barrymore, $14.2 million. I was expecting a lot higher for that, only because The Wedding Singer and 51st Dates is one of Adam Sandler's best movies to date. So it's kind of disappointing that it only opened $14.2 million. That's just a tad higher than That's My Boy with $13.5 million back in 2012, and that movie was considered a flop. So I don't know. So does that mean we're going to get Grown Ups 3? Because Grown Ups 2 opened over $40 million last year in its opening weekend. And number 4 was Neighbours with $13.9 million, and it finally grossed over $100 million in its third weekend. I think it's at $116 million now. So pretty good for Team Efron and Team Rogan. If you haven't seen the movie, it's really good. And at number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with $7.8 million in its fourth weekend. At the Australian box office, X-Men Days of Future Past held strong with $8.4 million, actually opened strong with $8.4 million, which is the highest 2014 record for Australia so far this year. So that was awesome, and it did a lot better job than previous X-Men movies like The Wolverine with $6.1 million, First Class with $4.7 million, and X-Men Origins Wolverine with $6.6 million back in 2009. At number 2, Godzilla fell a bit with $2.4 million in its second weekend. Bad Neighbours, $1.8 million in its third weekend. The Other Woman with $618,000 in its fifth weekend. And The Grand Budapest Hotel rounding out the top 5 with $359,000 in its seventh weekend. Also, congratulations to Frozen, now past Iron Man 3 to take the 2013 title of highest grossing movie of that year with $1.219 billion worldwide, which is a lot of money for an animated movie, which is now the 5th highest grossing movie of all time, just a bit behind Avatar, Titanic, The Avengers, and the last Harry Potter movie. So congrats to Frozen, congrats to Disney with its success, and maybe you'll get a Frozen 2, maybe. Well, that's it for the weekend box office of May 23, 2014. If you want to read our reviews and stay up to date with the latest movie news, you can like our Facebook page at facebook.com/everythingfilm. Or you can follow us at Twitter at everythingfilm1. Or if you want to read our reviews, you can go to everythingfilms.weebly.com, where we have feature articles and all that there too. And if you like this video and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button for more videos for Everything Film. And this week, stay tuned for our X-Men Days of Future Past movie discussion this Thursday live. So that'll be interesting and fun. So yeah. So that's it for everything. My name's Daniel. This has been the Weekend Box Office. Stay tuned for our movie reviews and watch for more Weekend Box Office next Tuesday. So, bye bye.